Welcome back to the channel and the start of a brand new Getaway Geese van life series. In this series we will cross northern France briefly, passing through Belgium and Luxembourg, before carrying on through South Germany to reach our target destination of Poland. And we'll share with you our time on the road travelling around southern Poland, getting to know the country, the culture, the sights and its history. And we even fulfil a promise that we made to Harry, and that's to take him to the exact spot that he was named after. We spend several nights in Krakow, which should not be missed even if you're just going there for a city break. We even managed by accident to cross the border into Slovakia, at one point taking on a river experience like no other. Our van life of course has its ups and its downs, and we will share the good and the more challenging moments with you. But before all that can happen in the next 2 episodes, we need to get Harry ready for the journey and travel down to Folkestone to catch the LeShuttle and find our first park-up in France.
And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life.
So we're just getting prepared for our next trip, which is Poland. I'm quite excited by it really. I always get a bit apprehensive about trips, especially new countries I've never been to, because obviously we've only been into really France, Belgium and Netherlands on the last trip. So we're going to go a bit further afield, a bit deeper into Europe, through northern France, probably go into Germany and then into Poland. But yeah, we're actually really excited to be honest. I can't wait to get away, I must admit. So it'd be good to go away for 6 weeks. We're just prepping up. My job today, Jane's down at her daughter's. I'm just preparing the bedding today. So we've, if you follow the channel, we've actually had 2 Duvet mattresses now. We learned the hard way. We've got pretty bad backs, so we used to have the thinner, and we've Duvet. We've now gone up to the thicker Duvet. This is about, I think it's about 50 mil, I think it is. But also we've got this sort of topper, I guess it is, mattress topper that we'd obtained, and that just fits over, so it just gives us a bit more to be honest, and that extra thickness, it just helps us to makes it a bit more easier on the back. The other thing we did when we got the Duvet is that we got the cutaway. We had the custom built, so we got the cutaway in the colour because that's where the pillar is on the in the back right hand side of the van as you go in. And then also we bought the fitted sheet which goes around this. So if you're going to do it, I'll definitely get the zip fitted sheet, as it really makes it easier to look after and maintain, and that. A bit more difficult to get it in, mind you. There we go. It's always a bit of a wrestle, but worth it. It takes us 2 of us on when we're on the we're in the van and we're on the move and we wash it, but it gets there. You always think it's never going to fit, but it does. We'll make the bed here, I'll roll it up and then just put it in the back of the van. Okay, that's the bed all made up, so we'll just fold that now and I'll put it in the back seat, and it's just ready to be deployed in a few seconds really. Okay, so each trip we go away, I try to pack less and less. So under the seat there, I don't know if you can see, but there's various things that I don't need to get at very often. So there's mats if I get off in a slippy area, there's a battery charger, tyre pressure gauge, storm straps for the awning, spare pair of Jane's trainers, beach mat. And then these are the more things that we have. So we're not taking the barbecue this time, but I am taking the outside gas stove that we bought, so we'll give that a go. And in here I've got ramps, things like that we probably don't use a lot of, but things like the mosquito nets will be packed in here, spare supplies, Jane's shower bowl, this is the cooling fans that I made, we've got walking shoes. I will still take the hook up just in case we need that.
Our trusty top blanket always travels with us.
Just filling up Harry with water. Going to be using the water tanks on this trip, so we'll be using the grey and wastewater tank. Came across this through actually Ken on a Life's Too Short channel. So it's a bit of an easy fill. Normally I stick in the pipe into the connector for the water, and it normally spills out everywhere, so it's a bit of an easier connector tap, which is quite useful. So I'm going to try it out for the first time. Well, semi-successful. Problem's not with the fitting, which is great. It's my pipe connector. I need to seal a bit better. So another little tip we got for our water bottles that we turn into pee bottles is to use some old tights to cover it, so it's not obvious it's a pee bottle. So we're going to give that a go. I just hope Jane isn't looking for these, as I know she's off out this afternoon.
Now that we have a charge cable behind the driver's seat, it allows us to secure the Bluetti. And it also allows us to keep the cab floor clear of clutter. Time to fill those cupboards with some basic provisions, but as ever the main shop will be in Calais when we arrive. Next job is to turn the fridge on and fill it. And a little tip for you, we tend to have it at the lower level of 3 when we're parked up to save power, and 4 to 5 when we travel daily. We're soon off and heading south to Folkestone. And although I'm not feeling 100%, it's always an exciting feeling, especially as we're going to a new country for the first time. Our channel relies on your continued support, so please hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to drop us a comment. We answer them all individually and we love to hear from you. We're also on social media, and if you want to support us further, then we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Stop for an early morning coffee, and they have a pret-a-manger here, and that can never be avoided. Lunchtime soon arrives, and to make it easy we just have a McDonald's.
There we go. That's great, thank you. Cheers then. So as you can see, we've weakened ourselves on our first day. We've gone to McDonald's. Always like milkshakes. We've gone for medium, not large.
Yeah.
Try and convince ourselves that's good.
I actually find the chips are fine. Everything's fine. Sometimes have the small chips and it's fine.
You just need a taste of it, don't you? It's a bit early. 20 to 12.
Yeah, but we didn't have breakfast.
We didn't have breakfast. I'm not sure I could be bothered with all of that.
And he's obviously heading to the continent. And with a rig that size, his car will come in very handy to touring the area, but me and Stu just would not have the confidence to do it.
So I say we just had our McDonald's. Felt as though we needed a bit of a snack, so we're continuing to head south. It's day one of our next trip. As you probably know, if you follow the channel, we're off to Poland is the destination. Suddenly realised last night, to be honest, that Poland's a long way away. So we got 4 weeks on this trip. And as you probably know, that we like to travel quite slowly from place to place, but we're going to have to do a few miles, I think, to get there. So it'll probably take about 3-4 days to get there. And then we'll probably have about two and a half weeks maybe round the area in Poland itself. So we'll probably just see the south part of Poland. We're meeting up with Jane's daughter Emma in Krakow, where we've got lots of things booked. We've got a site booked in Krakow, in fact, for a few days, but we're going to go to Auschwitz and a couple of other sites that we've booked, so we're looking forward to that. And then we really want to try and see as much as we can of Poland before heading back. So it's Eurotunnel tomorrow, so we're just going to be meeting a couple of friends, Ken and Carol from Life's Too Short, tonight for a catch up, and then we'll catch the Eurotunnel first thing tomorrow.
And today, after a great catch up with our friends and fellow YouTubers Ken and Carol from Life is Too Short, we're heading to our crossing into France. This is our second time of crossing this way, and we're finding it a lot more relaxed having done it once before. So just make sure that you select the right entry, as they have left and right-handed booths to suit who's dealing with the paperwork. Stu had it covered this time. With number plate recognition, they know who you are, and after a few confirmation questions, your ticket is delivered. Simples, as they say. And as ever, we're early, but if you follow the channel you would not expect anything different.
GoPro stop recording. GoPro stop recording. GoPro stop recording.
Stu's just gone to the toilet. We're just looking at the weather. As you can see, it's a really horrible day, but apparently it's going to go nice this afternoon. So our summer in the UK has been just dreadful, so we're hoping that we get a better few weeks in Europe. So, but we'll see. Not very hopeful at the moment. I'm on some antibiotics at the moment, so I'm hoping in the next sort of few days I'll perk up, because I'm struggling a bit at the moment. But it's always the case, if you follow the channel you'll know that my health goes up and down. So it's on a down, but it'll come back up again. So, and we'll see you in the next episode on Sunday at 4 PM UK time, as we cross the channel into France and start getting into the swing of our version of van life.